Greetings, chosen one. Today we stand at the threshold of something truly divine. The time has come for your transformation. The Lord has spoken, and his message is clear. I will restore to you what was lost. This is not just a verse. It's a divine decree. Yes, you heard correctly. You are here because God has a greater purpose for your life than you could ever imagine. The journey you have walked, the pain, the struggles, the moments where you felt broken is not a sign of defeat, but a preparation. Your scars, chosen one, are not marks of weakness. They are your authority blueprint. God has taken everything you've endured and is now using it to elevate you for a higher purpose. But before you get too comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe only if you truly enjoy what I do here. If this message is already touching your spirit, type Amen below and let heaven see your faith. Share your thoughts and how this message resonates with you in the comments. Feel led. Hit subscribe and walk this journey with us. Chosen one, let me tell you this. Your scars are not signs of what has broken you. They are testimonies of what God has redeemed and restored. Each scar is a mark of a battle fought, a struggle endured, and ultimately victory claimed. The world might tell you that your scars are to be hidden, that they are signs of failure, shame, or weakness. But in the eyes of God, your scars are your victory. They are evidence of the strength that has been forged through fire. Your scars are your story, and they hold the power to unlock your divine authority. The lies you've been told, the struggles you've endured, the rejection you've faced, these things have not defeated you. They have equipped you. They have shaped you into someone with a unique authority that only you can carry. It's time to stop viewing your past as something that defines your limitations and begin to see it as the very thing that empowers you to step into your destiny. Think about the warrior who has been through battle. At first, the wounds are raw, painful, and hard to bear. But over time, they heal, and as they heal, they don't disappear. They become marks of honor, reminders of the strength it took to fight, to survive, and to keep going. In the same way, your scars are not marks of what you've lost. They are the symbols of your resilience, your growth, and your victory. Each scar is part of the story God has been writing in your life, and that story is a powerful one. You are not who you once were. The scars you bear have shaped you into someone who is stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. They've shown you how to persevere through adversity, how to trust in God's timing, and how to lean into His power. It is through your scars that you have learned how to rely on His grace, and that grace has now become the foundation for the authority you carry. But it's not just about surviving, chosen one. It's about thriving. God didn't just bring you through your pain to get by. He's been preparing you for this moment, for the divine purpose He has placed within you. Your scars are not to be hidden away, but to be shared with the world. Your testimony has the power to heal others, to show them that they too can overcome, that they too can walk in victory. Your scars are your authority blueprint. They are the map that will guide you to lead others, to inspire them, and to help them see that their pain does not have to be the end of their story. It's just the beginning. There is something powerful about a person who has endured hardship and come out on the other side. It's the authority that comes with knowing, deep down, that you've been through the fire and you've come out refined, stronger, and more rooted in your faith. Your scars are a testimony of the faithfulness of God. They are proof that He has never left you. Through every tear, every heartache, every trial, God was with you, refining you, strengthening you, preparing you to walk in the fullness of the calling He has placed on your life. Remember, chosen one, that you are not defined by your scars in the eyes of the world. In the eyes of the world, scars are often seen as flaws, imperfections, things to be hidden or ignored. But in the eyes of God, Your scars are your story of triumph. They are the authority He has entrusted to you. They speak of His power to restore, to redeem, and to transform. The enemy might want to make you feel as though your scars are a reminder of your failure, but God is using them to elevate you. Your scars are not your weakness. They are your strength. They are what qualify you to step into the next phase of your divine purpose. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey, chosen one. What battles have you fought? What scars do you bear? As you think about them, don't just focus on the pain. See the victory. See the growth. See the power that has been forged in you through each challenge, each moment of doubt, and each instance of pain. Your scars are a testament to your resilience, and they are now the blueprint for your authority. It is through your healing and your overcoming that you will find your purpose and your strength to walk into everything God has called you to. Remember, chosen one, that you are walking in the truth of your transformation. The scars that you once saw as marks of defeat are now your authority, your testimony, and the foundation for everything God has called you to. You are not who you once were. You are a new creation, and the very things that tried to break you are now the very things that will empower you to walk in your divine calling. The world will see you differently, and you will see yourself differently too. You are a warrior, a conqueror, and a leader. Your scars are your authority blueprint, and God is using them to elevate you for His greater purpose. Chosen one, as you continue to reflect on the power and authority your scars bring, it is important to understand that the journey from pain to purpose is not always smooth. While your scars are a testimony of God's grace and power, they also hold within them the wisdom you have gained through healing. Each scar carries with it a lesson, one that deepens your understanding of who you are in Christ, who God has called you to be, and what you are capable of overcoming. The process of healing is not just about becoming whole again. It is about gaining wisdom and strength through the process. Healing, chosen one, is an act of God's grace. It's not something we can achieve on our own. We may try to bury our pain, ignore it, or move on quickly. But healing comes when we allow God to touch our wounds. It comes when we let God speak into the very places we feel most vulnerable and broken, and as He heals us, He also strengthens us. The pain that once felt unbearable becomes the well from which our wisdom flows. The scars that once made us feel broken now become the markers of strength. Think back for a moment to the times you have experienced pain, chosen one, whether it was emotional, physical, spiritual, or relational. Remember the feelings that arose in those moments. Remember the moments when you thought you could not go on, when the weight of the world seemed too heavy to bear. Now, take a deep breath and acknowledge that you are here. You are standing strong. You may not be the same as you were before, but you are stronger, you are wiser, you have grown in ways you could never have imagined during those painful moments. Your scars have taught you that your strength comes not from perfection, but from perseverance. They have shown you that God's grace is sufficient in your weakness. When you feel broken, God comes to heal, and when you feel like you have nothing left, He fills you up with His strength. The process of healing might be long, and at times, it may feel like the scars will never fade. But chosen one, every step of healing is a step toward greater wisdom and greater authority. You are being refined, and in that refinement, you are becoming the person God has created you to be. You are becoming more and more like Him. Consider the story of Joseph, chosen one. His life was full of pain and hardship. He was sold into slavery by his own brothers, wrongfully imprisoned, and left to languish in a foreign land. Yet, through every hardship, Joseph did not become bitter. Instead, he allowed God to use each experience to prepare him for the position of authority he would eventually hold. When Joseph was finally reunited with his brothers, he said, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done." the saving of many lives. Genesis 50:20. Joseph's scars, his wounds from betrayal, rejection, and suffering became the very thing that gave him the wisdom and authority to save others. His healing allowed him to step into his divine purpose. Just like Joseph, your pain has purpose, your scars have value. What you've been through has not been in vain. God will use every piece of your story, every moment of struggle, to equip you for the authority He has called you to walk in. You may not see it now, but the wisdom you've gained through the process of healing is becoming the foundation of your future. Now, chosen one, it is time to embrace the wisdom that your scars have given you. Your healing journey is not just about making you whole, it is about making you wise. God is using your pain to shape your character, to refine your heart, and to strengthen your spirit. The scars that once felt like weaknesses are now your greatest strengths. You are now equipped with the wisdom to help others who are walking the same path of pain. Your scars have become a testimony of healing and restoration. But there is more, chosen one. Your healing is also your authority. You are no longer the person you were before the pain. You are not defined by your suffering, but by how God has brought you through it. Your healing is a part of your divine story, and it is the foundation upon which you will stand as a leader, a guide, and a beacon of hope for others. When people see your scars, they will not see weakness. They will see the power of God's redemption. They will see someone who has been through the fire and come out stronger, and they will see someone who has the wisdom to lead others through their own trials. As you walk in your divine authority, remember that your scars are not a sign of what you have lost. They are a sign of what you have gained: strength, wisdom, resilience, and grace. Your scars tell the story of how God has been with you, refining you, preparing you for what lies ahead. And, as you walk in this new authority, know that every step forward is a testament to God's healing power in your life. Take a moment now to reflect on the wisdom you have gained through your own healing. What lessons have you learned? What has God shown you through your struggles? Write these down, chosen one, for they are the building blocks of your authority. These lessons will guide you as you step into the next phase of your divine calling. They will empower you to lead others with grace, wisdom, and the confidence that comes from knowing you have been through the fire and come out refined. Now, chosen one, stand tall in the authority God has given you. Your scars are not just marks of survival, they are the foundation of your purpose. You have been healed, you have been restored, and you are now equipped to walk boldly into the future that God has prepared for you. Chosen one, as you step deeper into your divine purpose, you must recognize that every challenge, every pain you have endured, and every scar you bear has not only shaped you, but has also become the foundation of your authority. You are no longer merely surviving, you are thriving. You are not just walking through your journey, you are now equipped to lead others through theirs. The scars you carry have become your spiritual inheritance. They are your authority blueprint. God is calling you to walk in this authority, to rise up in the wisdom and strength you have gained, and to impact the lives of others in ways you may never have imagined. But with this newfound authority comes a responsibility to lead others with the same grace, wisdom, and compassion that God has shown you. Your scars are a powerful tool for connection. They allow you to relate to others in a way that no one else can. When people look at you, they do not see a person untouched by pain or struggle. They see someone who has faced hardship, someone who has fought and persevered, someone who has the wisdom to guide them through their own trials. You have been chosen not just to heal, but to help others heal. Your scars are your authority, and this authority comes with the power to influence, to inspire, and to transform. Consider the story of Jesus, chosen one. He is the ultimate example of authority born out of suffering. Jesus bore the scars of his crucifixion, deep physical wounds that he carried with him even after his resurrection. And yet, these very scars became the proof of his victory. The Apostle Thomas, in particular, struggled with doubt about the resurrection, but when he saw Jesus, he invited Thomas to touch his scars and believe. Jesus said, "Put your finger here, see my hands. Reach out your hand and put it into my side. Stop doubting and believe." John 20:27. The scars that Jesus carried were not a mark of defeat. They were the very evidence of his triumph over sin and death. His scars were his authority to speak life, healing, and restoration to the world. In the same way, your scars are not a sign of defeat. They are the evidence of God's restoration in your life. They are the proof that you have overcome, that you have risen from the ashes, and that you have been made whole through the power of Christ. You are now equipped to lead others through their pain, to show them that healing is possible, and to remind them that their scars are not marks of defeat, but signs of the victory that God is working in their lives. Your authority comes not from being perfect, but from being restored. Your journey has uniquely prepared you to minister to others. You have walked through darkness and come out into the light. And now you are called to be a guide, a beacon of hope for those who are still walking in their own struggles. Your scars allow you to empathize with their pain, to speak to their hearts in a way that others cannot. You know what it's like to feel lost, to struggle, to be broken, but you also know what it's like to be healed, to be restored, and to rise again. This is your authority, your testimony of healing and transformation. However, chosen one, it's important to remember that your authority is not for your glory, it is for God's glory. The enemy will try to convince you that your healing and authority are yours to hold on to, but the truth is that God has given you this power to serve his greater purpose. The strength you've gained is not just for you to feel strong, but to lift others up, to guide them, and to point them toward the hope and healing that only God can provide. The Apostle Paul understood this deeply. He wrote about his own struggles and weaknesses, acknowledging that it was through his suffering that he found strength. He said, "But he said to me, 'My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me.'" 2 Corinthians 12:9. Paul recognized that his scars, his hardships, and his struggles were not a reason to be ashamed, but an opportunity for God's power to shine through. Your scars are the same. Each one is an opportunity for God's glory to be revealed. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. Chosen one, what has God brought you through? What scars do you carry that speak of his healing power? Now, think about the people in your life who need to hear your story. They need to know that they are not alone, that healing is possible, and that God can use their pain for a greater purpose. Your scars are not just for you, they are for others. They are the authority you carry to speak hope into the hearts of those who feel hopeless. You have the power to show others the way because you have walked through the fire and come out refined. But, chosen one, there will be times when you face challenges that test your faith, when your scars seem to weigh heavier than they did before. In those moments, remember that your scars are not signs of weakness. They are reminders of God's strength. They are reminders of the grace that has carried you this far and will continue to carry you forward. Even when you feel overwhelmed, your scars will remind you of who you are and what you've overcome. Remember that your scars are not a burden, they are a blessing. They are the markers of your journey, the proof of your victory, and the foundation of your authority. With each scar, you grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of walking in the fullness of God's purpose for your life. Your scars are not just marks of what you have survived. They are the blueprint for the person you are becoming: strong, compassionate, and full of authority. Chosen one, it's time to walk in that authority. Embrace the strength, wisdom, and compassion that your scars have given you. Use them to lead, to heal, and to guide others toward the same restoration you have experienced. Your scars are your authority blueprint, and with that authority, you are destined to make an impact that will resonate for generations to come. Chosen one, as you embrace the authority that has been forged through your scars, it's essential to realize that this newfound strength comes with a deep, spiritual responsibility. Your authority is not meant to be used for selfish gain or for status. It is meant to be a tool for serving others and advancing God's kingdom. The truth is, your scars were never meant to be hidden. They are to be shared. They are not marks of defeat. They are tools of transformation, meant to testify of God's goodness and grace in your life. Your authority is to help others navigate their own pain and challenges, to guide them toward healing, and to empower them to rise above their circumstances. This, chosen one, is where the true power of your scars lies. When you choose to be vulnerable, when you open your heart and share your story of healing, you not only set yourself free, but you also set others free. You invite others into the healing process, into the same grace and strength that you have experienced. Your authority is not just about what you can do alone. It's about how God uses you to touch the lives of others. Think of the woman at the well. In John 4, she was a woman whose life was marked by pain, shame, and rejection. She had lived through countless struggles, broken relationships, isolation, and judgment. Yet, when she encountered Jesus, everything changed. Jesus knew her story. He knew her scars, and he didn't shy away from them. He met her in the very place of her brokenness. After her encounter with Jesus, the woman didn't keep the healing to herself. She ran back to her town and shared her story with others. "Come, see a man who told me everything I ever did. Could this be the Messiah?" John 4:29. Her scars, once a symbol of shame, became the very thing that empowered her to lead others to Christ. Just like the woman at the well, your scars are a part of your story, and your story has the power to change lives. You may feel like your pain is too much to bear, that it disqualifies you from serving or helping others. But the truth is, it is through your pain and your scars that God has equipped you to be a powerful witness to His grace. It is through your vulnerability that others will see His power and His ability to heal and restore. Your scars are not something to be ashamed of. They are the key to unlocking the freedom and healing for others who are going through similar struggles. God is calling you to be bold, chosen one, to take the lessons you have learned through your scars and share them with the world. Your authority is not for yourself. It is meant to serve others. Your scars are meant to be a light in the darkness, a beacon of hope for those who feel lost and broken. As you step into this calling, remember that it is not about you. It's about what God is doing through you. It's about how your story can bring others to the foot of the cross, where they too can experience the healing and restoration that you have found. This doesn't mean that sharing your scars will always be easy. There will be times when the wounds feel fresh, when the pain seems overwhelming, or when you wonder if it's worth sharing your vulnerability. But in those moments, remember that your scars are not just for you. They are for others. Your willingness to share your story is an act of faith, a testament to God's goodness and healing power. It is through your scars that others will see that healing is possible, that they too can rise above their struggles and walk in the fullness of the life God has for them. Look at the life of Peter. He was a man who knew failure intimately. He denied Christ 3 times, the very man he swore to follow, the man he loved. But Peter's failure didn't define him. Instead, it became the backdrop for his greatest testimony. After Jesus' resurrection, he met Peter on the shore and asked him 3 times, "Do you love me?" John 21:15-17. Peter's scars, his denial, his shame, his regret were transformed by God's grace into a powerful testimony of restoration. Peter went on to become one of the most influential apostles, preaching the gospel and leading others to Christ with a boldness that came from his own redemption. His scars, once a symbol of failure, became the foundation of his authority. In the same way, your scars are not a sign of weakness. They are a mark of the transformation God has done in you. They are the foundation of the authority He is building in your life. Your story, with all its pain and healing, is what qualifies you to lead others through their struggles. Your scars are the evidence of God's faithfulness and grace, and as you share that story, you invite others to walk in the same freedom and victory that you have found. Now, chosen one, take a moment to reflect on the power of your scars. What have they taught you? What strength, wisdom, and grace have you gained through your journey? Your scars are a testimony of God's power to heal, to restore, and to redeem. They are a living testimony of His love and His grace in your life. And it is through your scars that God is calling you to lead others to healing, to freedom, and to the same power of transformation that you have experienced. So, embrace your scars, chosen one. Don't hide them. Don't try to forget them. Instead, let them become the foundation of your authority. Let them be the blueprint for how you walk in your divine calling. You are not defined by your pain, but by the way God has transformed you through it. Your scars are a powerful tool in God's hands, and He is using them to bring healing and hope to the world. Step forward now with confidence, knowing that your scars are your authority. They are not just a part of your past, they are a powerful testimony of your present and future. You have been healed, restored, and equipped to walk in the fullness of your purpose. Your scars are your story, and your story has the power to change lives. Chosen one, as you continue to step into the fullness of your purpose, it's important to recognize that your scars are not only your authority, they are the key to spiritual resilience. Your journey through pain, healing, and transformation has equipped you with a deep well of strength that cannot be shaken. You are not only walking in your divine calling, but you are walking in a resilience that has been built from the inside out. Your scars have shaped you into someone who has faced the fiercest storms and emerged stronger, wiser, and more capable of standing firm in your faith. Spiritual resilience is not just about bouncing back from hardship. It is about becoming unshakable in your trust in God, no matter the circumstances. It is about finding strength in the midst of adversity, knowing that your foundation is rooted in Christ. This kind of resilience doesn't come from avoiding pain or from the absence of struggle. It comes from the transformation that happens in the midst of those trials. Every battle you have faced, every scar you carry, has deepened your spiritual roots, making you stronger and more steadfast in your faith. Consider the story of Job, chosen one. Job was a man who experienced unimaginable suffering. He lost his wealth, his health, and even his family. He endured physical pain, emotional turmoil, and the mocking of his friends. Yet, through it all, Job's faith remained unshaken. He didn't understand why he was suffering, but he trusted God's sovereignty. Job said, "Though he slay me, yet will I hope in him." Job 13:15. Job's resilience came not from his circumstances, but from his deep, unwavering trust in God's goodness and faithfulness. His scars were not just signs of what he had lost, they were proof of his unshakable trust in God's plan. In the same way, your scars are evidence of your spiritual resilience. Each scar tells the story of a battle fought and overcome, of a moment when you chose to trust God, even when the world around you seemed to crumble. Every trial, every heartbreak, and every setback has forged in you a resilience that is not easily broken. You have learned to lean on God in ways that only those who have walked through the fire can understand. And this resilience is a gift that God has given you, one that will continue to empower you as you walk in your purpose. When you face future challenges, chosen one, remember that your spiritual resilience is rooted in your relationship with God. It is His strength that has carried you through every storm, and it is His strength that will continue to uphold you. Your scars, rather than being reminders of weakness, are reminders of how far you've come and how much God has done in you. You are no longer the same person who faced those battles. You are stronger, more grounded, and more capable of walking in the fullness of God's plan for your life. Your resilience also equips you to help others find their strength. People will look to you, chosen one, not because of your perfection, but because of the way you have endured. They will see your scars and wonder how you have made it through. And it is in those moments that you will have the opportunity to share the truth of God's faithfulness. Your resilience is a testimony to the world that it is not our circumstances that define us, but our trust in God and His ability to carry us through. The Apostle Paul, too, understood this kind of resilience. Paul endured beatings, imprisonment, hunger, and countless other hardships. Yet he remained steadfast in his faith. He said, "I can do all this through Him who gives me strength." Philippians 4:13. Paul's resilience didn't come from his own strength. It came from the power of Christ working in him. Similarly, your resilience is not from your own ability to endure. It is from the strength that God has placed within you. His Spirit empowers you to stand firm, to keep moving forward, and to help others do the same. Chosen one, it's time to embrace your spiritual resilience. Your scars are not marks of defeat. They are the testimony of your strength, your endurance, and your unwavering faith. Each challenge you have faced has shaped you into a person who is capable of facing the future with confidence. No matter what comes your way, you now know that you have the strength to endure, the wisdom to navigate through challenges, and the faith to trust God in every circumstance. Take a moment now to reflect on the battles you have fought and the resilience you have gained. How have your scars shaped your strength? How has God used your journey to deepen your trust in Him? Your spiritual resilience is a gift, chosen one. It is a gift that will continue to carry you forward, and it is a gift that you are called to share with others. As you continue to walk in your authority, remember that your resilience is a source of power. It is what will enable you to stand strong when others falter, to lead with wisdom and grace, and to help others navigate their own struggles. The challenges you face will never define you. You are not defined by what you have lost, what you have suffered, or what you have endured. You are defined by your trust in God, by His power working in and through you. Your scars are proof of your resilience, and your resilience is a testament to God's faithfulness. You are more than a conqueror, chosen one. You are an overcomer, and your spiritual resilience will carry you to greater heights as you step into the fullness of your purpose. Now, chosen one, rise in this resilience. Stand firm in the strength that God has placed within you. Know that you have already overcome so much, and that with His power, you will continue to rise above every challenge that comes your way. Your scars are not a weakness. They are the foundation of your spiritual resilience, and they are the authority you carry to help others do the same. Chosen one, as you continue to walk in the authority and resilience that your scars have given you, it's important to recognize that God is not only using your journey to empower you, but He is also preparing you for something greater, something that will require your full participation in His divine plan. Your scars are not just for your healing. They are your spiritual credentials, your testimony, and your qualification to step into your purpose. As you continue to embrace the strength, wisdom, and resilience that your scars have forged, you must also recognize that God is calling you to a life of boldness and action. You are being called to rise beyond your own personal healing and begin to walk in the authority that God has given you to impact the world. Your scars, your journey, and your transformation are meant to be shared. Chosen one, The world around you is full of people who are hurting, broken, and searching for hope. And it is through your scars that you can offer the hope they desperately need. You are now a living testament to the power of God's grace, and He is calling you to use that testimony to bring others to healing. The boldness to step into your calling comes from knowing who you are in Christ and embracing the power that God has already placed within you. Your scars are the proof that you have been through the fire and come out refined. They are the foundation of your authority, and they now qualify you to walk in a new level of influence and leadership. But this will require you to be bold. It will require you to step out in faith, to take risks, and to trust that God is with you every step of the way. Think of the story of Esther, chosen one. Esther was a young Jewish woman who was taken into the king's palace and became queen. When the Jewish people were threatened with annihilation, Esther had to make a bold decision. She had to approach the king, risking her life to plead for her people. She said, "If I perish, I perish." Esther 4:16. Esther's story is a powerful example of boldness. She could have stayed in the safety of her palace, but instead she chose to step out in faith, to use her position for the good of others, and to risk everything for the sake of God's plan. And through her boldness, the lives of her people were saved. You, chosen one, are being called to a similar boldness. God has placed a unique purpose in your heart, one that is not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of those around you. Your scars, your journey of healing, have qualified you to step into this purpose with authority. The same God who gave Esther the courage to stand before the king is the same God who is giving you the courage to stand in your calling and to walk boldly into the future He has planned for you. Stepping into your purpose requires boldness because it requires action. It requires you to take what God has done in your life and use it to make a difference in the lives of others. It's not enough to just heal. You must now be a healer. It's not enough to just be restored. You must now restore. Your authority, your scars, and your resilience have all been shaped for such a time as this. And now, God is calling you to rise up in boldness and step into your divine destiny. But, chosen one, understand this. Boldness does not mean the absence of fear. Boldness is not the lack of doubt or uncertainty. Boldness is the willingness to move forward, even when the path is unclear. To act in faith, even when the odds seem stacked against you. It is stepping out in trust that God will go before you and make a way. When Esther approached the king, she did so knowing the risks, but she trusted in God's sovereignty and His ability to open doors. In the same way, you must trust that God has already gone before you, preparing the way for you to walk in boldness. You have been equipped with everything you need for this journey. Your scars are your authority, your resilience is your strength, your testimony is your weapon. And with these, you are ready to walk in the boldness that God is calling you to. Your scars are no longer symbols of pain, they are the markers of your victory, your healing, and your authority. Now is the time to step forward in faith, to walk boldly into the future God has prepared for you. The world needs the light that you carry, the healing that you offer, and the wisdom that your scars have given you. You are called to lead, to guide, and to influence with the authority that God has placed in you. Your boldness is not rooted in your own strength, but in the strength of the God who has equipped you. He has given you everything you need to fulfill your calling. Chosen one, take a moment now to envision the bold steps that lie ahead. What is God calling you to do? What purpose has He placed in your heart that you have yet to fully walk into? What is the next step that requires boldness, the step that will require you to trust in God and move forward in faith? Feel the power of this truth rise within you. You are capable, you are equipped, and you are being called to rise up in boldness and step into the fullness of your divine calling. Your scars, your story, and your strength are the foundation for your boldness. They are the authority you carry, the wisdom you offer, and the power that will guide you to make a difference in this world. Do not shrink back. Do not allow fear or doubt to hold you back any longer. Step forward in boldness, knowing that God is with you, that He has equipped you, and that He is leading you every step of the way. The time is now, chosen one. Rise in your authority. Walk boldly into your purpose. Your scars are your authority blueprint, and God is calling you to use them to impact the world around you. Chosen one, as you continue to embrace the boldness that God has given you through your scars, it's important to understand that this newfound authority is not just a gift, it is a responsibility. You have been entrusted with a purpose, a divine mission, and the authority to walk in it. But this mission is not about you, it's about others. Your scars, your journey, and your transformation are meant to be shared, to help others heal, to guide them through their own struggles, and to lead them into the same freedom that you have found. The authority you carry is not meant to be kept to yourself. It is meant to serve, to uplift, and to impact the world around you. As you step into this responsibility, you must remember that your authority does not come from your own abilities or strength. It comes from God. Your scars have been redeemed. Your resilience has been built. And now, God is using you as a vessel of His power. It is through you, chosen one, that others will see the truth of God's restoration. You are not just a survivor of your struggles. You are a beacon of hope for others who are still in the midst of their own battles. This is the calling that God has placed on your life, to use your scars for His glory, to let your story be a light in the darkness, and to lead others to the same healing and restoration that you have experienced. Your life, chosen one, is a testimony to God's power to redeem, restore, and transform. You have been equipped with everything you need to fulfill this calling, and now it is time to rise up and step into the fullness of your purpose. When you walk in your divine calling, you are not walking alone. The Lord is with you, empowering you every step of the way. He has already gone before you, preparing the way for you to walk in authority. He has equipped you with the wisdom, resilience, and strength needed to fulfill your purpose. And as you step out in faith, remember that He is working in and through you. Your scars are not a hindrance, they are your strength, and they are the foundation of the authority God has given you. Take a moment, chosen one, to reflect on the responsibility that comes with this authority. Your scars, once sources of pain, are now sources of strength. They are the marks of the battles you fought and won, the testimony of God's faithfulness in your life. And now, God is calling you to use them for His glory, to lead others with the wisdom you've gained and the strength you've built. You are now a vessel for His power, His love, and His healing. The Lord is inviting you to walk boldly into your purpose, to share your story, and to help others find the healing and restoration that only God can provide. As you walk in this authority, remember that it is not about you. It is about the lives you will impact, the hearts you will heal, and the people who will find hope through your testimony. You are called to be a light in the darkness, a voice of truth and hope in a world that desperately needs it. Your scars are the proof that God can heal, restore, and transform, and it is through your story that others will come to know His power. Chosen one, I want you to know that there will be times when the enemy will try to make you doubt your authority. He will try to make you believe that your scars disqualify you, that your past makes you unworthy of stepping into your purpose. But these are lies. Your scars are not disqualifications. They are your qualifications. God is not looking for perfection. He is looking for those who are willing to step into the purpose He has for them, to use their story for His glory, and to walk in the boldness and authority He has given them. When those doubts arise, Remember that your authority comes from God. It comes from the strength He has placed within you, from the healing He has already done in your life, and from the purpose He has set before you. Your scars are the testimony of His faithfulness, and they are what qualify you to walk in your divine calling. The enemy may try to distract you with lies, but the truth is that God has already given you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. The Apostle Paul wrote, "But we have this treasure in jars of clay, to show that this all-surpassing power is from God and not from us." 2 Corinthians 4:7. Your scars, your journey, and your transformation are the jars of clay that hold the treasure of God's power. It is through your weakness that His strength is made perfect. And as you walk in that strength, you will shine His light and lead others to the same transformation that you have experienced. Now, chosen one, it is time to walk boldly in the authority that God has given you. Your scars are not a hindrance, they are your strength. They are the foundation of your purpose, and they are the proof of God's restorative power. Your healing is not just for you, it is for others. Your scars are the blueprint for the life you are called to lead, the testimony that will change lives, and the authority you carry to fulfill your divine calling. Step forward now with confidence, knowing that you are equipped, empowered, and chosen for this moment. The Lord is with you, and His strength is in you. Your scars are your authority, and you are called to walk boldly in the fullness of your purpose. Trust that God will continue to guide you, empower you, and use you to impact the lives of others in ways you cannot yet imagine. Chosen one, as you stand at the threshold of the fullness of your divine calling, there is one more truth that you must embrace, one more transformation that needs to take place. You must walk in the unstoppable authority that God has granted you. Your scars, your resilience, your wisdom, and your boldness have all led you to this point, but it is now time for you to fully embrace the reality of your authority in Christ. You are no longer a victim of your past or a slave to your struggles. You are a victor, a conqueror, and you are unstoppable because of the power of God within you. Walking in this unstoppable authority means that you no longer allow fear, doubt, or insecurity to dictate your decisions. It means that you step forward into your purpose with the confidence that God is with you and that He has equipped you for every good work. It means understanding that your scars are not marks of defeat, but signs of the strength and power that God has placed in you. You are not simply walking in your own strength, you are walking in His power. Think about the story of David and Goliath, chosen one. David was just a young shepherd boy, seemingly insignificant in the eyes of the world. But when David faced the giant Goliath, he didn't cower in fear. He didn't look at the size of Goliath and think, "I'm too small to win this battle." Instead, David looked at Goliath and saw an opportunity to demonstrate the power of God. He said, "You come against me with a sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." 1 Samuel 17:45. David's confidence didn't come from his own strength. It came from the knowledge that God was with him, and that with God on his side, he was unstoppable. Your authority, chosen one, comes from the same source, the Lord Almighty. You are unstoppable because you are walking in the authority that God has placed in you. The enemy will try to intimidate you. He will try to make you feel small, insignificant, and unqualified. He will try to bring up your past mistakes, your insecurities, and your fears. But chosen one, remember the truth. You are unstoppable because God is with you. His power is greater than any obstacle, and His strength is more than enough to overcome any challenge that comes your way. When you embrace the authority that God has given you, you begin to see the world differently. You begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. You begin to walk in confidence, knowing that God is leading you every step of the way. You stop focusing on your limitations and start focusing on His limitless power. You stop doubting your ability and start trusting in His ability to work through you. But walking in unstoppable authority also means being willing to act. It means stepping out in faith, even when the path is unclear, and trusting that God will make a way. The authority you carry is not meant to sit idle, it is meant to be used. You are called to take action, to move forward, to lead others, and to make an impact in the world. This is where your scars become a source of great strength. They are the proof that you have been through the fire and come out refined. Your journey has equipped you with everything you need to walk in your purpose with authority. And now it is time to take the next step. In the story of Joshua, chosen one, we see another example of unstoppable authority. Joshua was called to lead the Israelites into the promised land, a land that was already occupied by powerful enemies. But when God called Joshua, He didn't tell him to be afraid or to hold back. Instead, He said, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go." Joshua 1:9. Joshua's authority came from knowing that God was with him and that nothing could stand against the power of God. You are called to walk in the same strength and courage. You are called to step forward with the knowledge that God is with you, that He has already equipped you, and that there is nothing you cannot do with His power. The challenges you face are not meant to defeat you, they are meant to reveal the strength that God has already placed within you. The obstacles you encounter are not meant to stop you, they are meant to show you just how unstoppable you are when you walk in His authority. So, chosen one, what does it look like for you to walk in this unstoppable authority? It means stepping out in faith. It means trusting God's timing. It means embracing your scars, your wisdom, and your resilience, and using them to make a difference in the world. It means no longer allowing fear, doubt, or insecurity to hold you back. It means recognizing that you have been called for such a time as this, that God has equipped you with everything you need, and that you are fully capable of fulfilling your purpose. Take a moment now to reflect on what it means for you to walk in your divine authority. What areas of your life have you been holding back in? What steps have you hesitated to take? Now is the time to rise, to step into the fullness of your purpose, and to walk boldly in the authority God has placed in you. You are unstoppable, chosen one, because God is with you. You have been given everything you need to walk in victory, and nothing can stand in your way. In this moment, I want you to embrace the truth that your authority is unstoppable. It has been forged through every trial, every scar, every moment of pain, and it is now your gift to the world. You are not who you once were. You are a new creation, fully equipped and empowered to walk in the fullness of your purpose. The world needs your story, your strength, and your authority. So rise, chosen one, step forward in confidence, walk in your purpose. Your scars are your authority blueprint, and with that authority, you are unstoppable. The best is yet to come, and the Lord has only just begun to work through you. The enemy cannot stop what God has already ordained. You are walking in victory, and nothing can stand in your way.